All right, guys, here we are. Real versus fake, rep, UA, foo-foo, knockoff, whatever you want to call it. Here's where we're at. Jordan 3 Nina Chanel. And we're going to go ahead and get into this, but we're going to start off with the actual box labels and go from there before we get into the shoes. Okay, guys? So here's the authentic label. Women's Air Jordan 3 Retro OG SP. Believe standing for Special Project. But we're going to go ahead here, and here's the rep. Obviously, the rep you can see off rip. It's got the price tag on it, which it shouldn't. Jordan Brand's pretty much over that now. And feel free to pause the screen, guys, so you guys can see differences. Here's the authentic rear of the outer box. Clean print, of course, vibrant blue color, as we can see. And here we are to the rep. The blue is not as vibrant per se. The print is not as clean per se. So those are, the minor differences, but still definitely, enough to scam somebody. Here's the actual authentic tissue paper. Very vibrant, of course. 23 MJ and so forth. So forth, looking good. Here's the actual rep, of course, and it's a bit lackluster, not vibrant. The print looks good, and it's translucent. You can see right through it, to be honest. Here's the side of the box. I thought this was interesting. X is silver on the retail to the right, and on the fake to the left, it is completely white. So there's a good authentication tactic there. And actually, all of the white areas on the rep box should be silver for the most part. Here we are looking at the Jumpman on the authentic pair here. As you see, it's got some, you know, dots and so forth. Here's the rep. It's actually close. The Jumpman color is actually close to it, just not as many speckles and so forth on it, but that could probably vary. So here we are, guys, to the shoes. Retail is on your right and the rep is to your left. You can already see there's some overscaling on the rep to the left there. Obviously, the mudguard is bigger. The toe box is a bit different. It's not shaped like the retail there on the right. Kind of got that torpedo toe box, as I as I usually say. But looks very good, very good. As far as the retail goes, the rep's really not bad. It's not. It is canvas materials above. It is suede cuts above on the rep as well to your left. As you see here, I'm rubbing my fingers are just, and in all fairness, it does feel the same. Now, the nap on the suede of the retail here is obviously much longer versus the rep, which is shorter, as you could see. You got to kind of, you got to dig in a bit deeper there when you really look at this, right? But you can tell even the green on the suede cuts is a bit darker. We're going to look at the rear now. And the retail is on your left and rep is to the right. You see the higher cut of the suede. Now, in my personal opinion, it's just a higher cut because the shoe is overscaled. Even the midsole looks bigger. These are both size 12, by the way. You guys can see that, right? The midsole is actually like thicker, longer. So to me, the shoe is just overscaled. So that's why we're seeing certain differences that may look wonky to one person than the other, right? The laces, they did get down. Again, due to it being overscaled, there's some areas on the toe box that's a bit larger. Again, sock liner, the material is the same, that internal leather. And something here, I caught the Jumpman on the retail pair versus the rep is actually bigger. The rep to your left is actually a smaller Jumpman, as you can see, versus the retail to the right. Again, nope, probably not going to notice that as this pair, wearing it by itself, you're not. But only in this comparison, I was able to catch that. And there's a edge of the midsole. You see, the difference in height and cut and the nap on that suede. I'll give credit where credit's due for sure. The outsoles are pretty much identical in my opinion. Obviously, the rep is much bigger and wider. But color-wise, yeah, everything's where it needs to be. And the Nike Air, not bad, just a darker green for the retail. Here we go. Let's see, even the placement of the Air unit, and they got the right number of posts, which is 2. And I thought that was interesting for this Nina Chanel edition, Jordan 3. Only 2 posts in a size 12. Typically, it's 3. But you can see from above, that rep is a bit bigger, overscaled than the retail. Here we are now. And to your left, excuse me, you can already tell that's the authentic. Again, you see the differences with the cut of the suede on the toe box. A little bit of comparison here. So it's like with the retail being a size 12, the rep seems like it's probably like a 13, you know, as far as the overscaling goes. But what we saw in the other shoe, we're going to see here. And I know there's another batch of these coming out, so, or already out, and I'll definitely do a comparison down the line. And again, here's the rears again, higher elephant print cut. The Nike Air is actually bigger than the retail, excuse me, that it looks like. There's the outsoles, again, identical. That they nailed for sure. Again, upper canvas materials. Again, more transition and a better nap, longer nap suede on the retail versus the rep on your left. Laces, hang tags are all identical. There's no question about that as well. I did want to call that out immediately. Again, Jumpman is larger on the Authentic versus the rep. Gonna have another look at that here. I want to give you guys just a little bit of a clearer look. And as you see, Authentic on right, rep to the left. We're going to have a look at the insoles here in a few seconds, guys. And retail's on your right, rep is on the left. And as you can see, it's wider, a little bit bigger on the rep to the left. Again, the colors are not as vibrant as the Authentic is to your right. Also, that sticker that's on the rep, that's not a US size sticker, so that's another way you can kind of authenticate a little bit. And here we go, guys. That is the end of the video. I didn't get too crazy far deep because this shoe, in my opinion, is kind of easy to tell that it is a rep just by the overscaling and so forth that we all went over, guys. And with that, let me know in the comments down below if there's anything else you see. And with that, y'all know what it is. We out.